Welcome everyone. Good evening all. Welcome to Odisha Civils. I'm your Ashutosh Sir. आज गोटे बहुत बढ़िया will go for an new topic जोटा कि बर्तमान very current रे सब सुनुथुबो कि recent year Ethiopian volcano. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. God bless you, vision. God bless you. Okay. Am I? Is it okay to everyone? Okay. So Ethiopian volcano. This is one जदि देखबा very recent phenomenon आप पछर जदि हम जानिबा okay thank you जदि हम देखबा कि what is the real cause of this why कौन पई इथियोपिया volcano टा why it is in news what it makes to be in debate okay to be in debate means geologically debate वर्तमान कहबा कि काहे कि Ethiopian volcano it is in the limelight why the 16 volcano one volcano which was never erupted more than 10,000 years ago okay 10,000 years ago suddenly it erupts that means the debate mane is sense jodi hame kahba ki the volcano which was extinct now it is become an active volcano janiba africa sleeping giant volcano that is Ethiopian volcano right so Ethiopia jodi country dekhiba okay this Ethiopia country jodi dekhiba Ethiopia is in the it's near to the your Red Sea this is Ethiopia volcano and this is जदि हमें देखिबा this is very near Ethiopian volcano is here अरे detail विषय हमें जानिबा कि the volcano that erupts that name is your highly gubbi right this volcano this name is your that highly gubbi volcano this volcano name is your highly gubbi right highly gubbi this is your highly gubbi volcano good evening Fatima okay so this is an Ethiopian volcano which was the blast at a and the volcanic blast इतने huge थिला and it was shoot off near about to 15 to 16 kilometer आगु पढ़िबा so highly gubbi volcano जदि तार placement देखिबा right it is in the Ethiopia it is near to the this is your Red Sea remember this is your Red Sea this is Somalia this is Djibouti and this is Ethiopia right Somalia this is your this is Somalia this is Djibouti and this is your Ethiopia suddenly एमती कौन हेतला what is the geological जदि हम देखिबा what is the geological actual cause that it leads to such कौन हेतला geological actual cause जदि देखिबा जदि हम देखिबा कि यार geologically cause देखिबा ता पूर्वरु geological जिबा पूर्वरु जानि देबा कौन हेतला it was ए जो highly gubbi हला जदि highly gubbi विषय हम जानिबा this highly gubbi volcano I'm talking about the a volcano that is your namely okay highly gubbi right highly gubbi volcano this is not erupted okay erupted in northern Ethiopia for the first time प्रथम थर पय एटा Ethiopia रे erupt हला and that is near about nearly 12,000 years on Sunday right जदि हम देखिबा कि 12,000 years हबो आउ पास करी जदि हम देखिबा this is your 23rd November right 23rd November 2025 रे एटा हेतला आ से दिन थला Sunday 2000 हला 12,000 वर्ष हलबा it was प्रथम थर पय एटा erupt हेतला with winds moving at a speed of near about 100 to 120 kilometers carrying a ash plumes of many countries including India और जदि हम आज भी देखिबा बहुत सारा कंट्री दिस इज हाईली गुब्बी ओके बहुत सारा कंट्री इथरे या जो सफर हेतले दिस इफ यू गो फॉर दिस Ethiopian volcano right और ए जो volcano जो blast हेतला हाईली गुब्बी दिस इज near about on 23rd November morning time रे हेतला it was at the morning time suddenly it was at the morning time हला but fortunately से टाइम रे कहार भी किछ there is no life loss आगु देखिबा डिस्कस करिबा so इस बार कोन हेतला ए जो Ethiopian volcano this is located at the the epicenter means I mean the the corner or epicenter of the African Rift Valley आगु सेटा डिस्कस करे African Rift Valley जदि देखिबा this is the African Rift Valley this is the East African हला West African WRF Rift Valley WRF and this is your East African Rift Valley जोटा कि आगु हम डिस्कस करिबा right so what happened on 23rd November suddenly it erupts okay and this highly gubbi volcano in the Afar region of Ethiopia को region रे Afar region हला से region टा को Afar region आगु हम डिस्कस करे Afar region of Ethiopia that is erupted in the 23rd November 2025 and the ash clouds enter India's northwest region आज भी जदि हम देखिबा कि इंडिया रा नॉर्थ वेस्ट रीजन एटा एंटर्ड करथिला राइट इट वाज कंप्लीटली एंटर्ड इन द इंडियास नॉर्थ वेस्ट रीजन हाउ इट pass on from that जदि देखिबा हम केमती सेटा pass कला अफ्रीका रु right अफ्रीका रु जदि हम देखिबा कि सोमालिया पाखरु और इथियोपिया रु how it such and far thousands miles how it reach सेटा आज हम देखिबा माने what helps these ashes plumes to reach over India and in fact they goes beyond the China देखिबा कोन हेतला as clouds enter the India's northwest region especially New Delhi and जदि हम देखिबा कि New Delhi which is already struggling with the toxic air एमती तो New Delhi is always struggling with the toxic air New Delhi जदि आज मु कहूची New Delhi रो जदि देखिबा toxic air means New Delhi जदि देखिबा it is near about 500 AQI एटा काहे मु कहली New Delhi is AQI हैला air quality index AQI is more than 500 right AQI माने extremely bad okay so which is already struggling the toxic last and this is also the it affect your flight operation even if the ash clouds from Ethiopia's highly gubby right volcano are drifting eastward to China even if ei jo achhandi mane they are drifting towards the China को drift करछन towards the China as intermediate by the India's meteorological department केमती देखिबा हमें आगु को see this volcano ए जो erupt हेतला जदि तमे देखिबो कि यार पाखा पाखी it crosses more than 50,000 feet above 50,000 above माने ऊपर को पड़ी माने near about 16 kilometer can you imagine इत्ते जोर एटा blast हेतला and it the sound जो blasting sound हेतला हाईली गुबीर तो सेही साउंड रो जदि हमें देखिबा कि it far Greece को भी सुबा आइतला माने even if Mediterranean countries के ऊपर अछते सेमान को सुबा आइतला and ये रिपोर्ट एपट जदि देखिबो तमे जदि सऊदी अरेबिया ईरान पर्यंत भी सुबितला then such an this sealed volcano such blast in a very such an violent manner एठी जदि हम पूरी डायग्राम देखबा the high level atmospheric winds such as jet stream की हमको नेला एठी को डायग्राम देखबा right just look at the diagram this is very interesting कौन नेली जदि हमें देखिबा हाईली गुबी रो सेंटर देखो एठी देखा हाईली गुबी वाज एयर एठी कौन देखली dust clouds that invade far east केमती पहुंचला how this see these are all the symbols जो समय हाईली गुबी जितबे blast हैला so the countries till the zones okay the countries that is your West Asia also the South Asian countries they have asked to divert the flight को divert करिया कराला because of the presence of your ash and dust particles माने इतने खतरनाक था they are so much dangerous if they collide with the planes or they jam with the plane's engine that may cause the burst of the engine or let's say cockpit your aeroplane's cockpit also damage means the scratches and causes the damage so that is what the flights of the respective countries where it engulfs that generally they have diverted flights are diverted these are the symbol of flights and just see this is your Ethiopia right this is your Ethiopia right Ethiopia this region highly good and this is your New Delhi this is your New Delhi right this is New Delhi such a vast area it covers right such vast area it covers completely this ash cloud even if this ash cloud goes beyond this is the far east China can you imagine means jodi etti dekhibo Mongolia and Taklamakan desert right Mongolia this is your Mongolia and China Taklamakan desert this crosses the pass then who are responsible who are responsible that they took this wind means this your ashes your steams plumes jaha bhi baharchi hela far miles across 1000 miles across who are the responsible to lift this ashes to far east Africa koti China koti such a far distance and if you see it is near about they crosses longitudinally they crosses more than 160 degree means near about 150 degrees Celsius approximate how it is possible these are nothing but the atmospheric circulation out here पूर्व मु कहतली हमें कौन डिस्कस करतले they 50,000 feet हैला 1 kilometer जदि तमे देखिबो हैला 1 kilometer that is your 3,300 feet रे approximate it is equal to 1 kilometer गोटे किलोमीटर आसुची है गोटे किलोमीटर आसुची 3300 फीट जदि एटी 50,000 फीट केतले हबो ताले अप्रोक्सीमेट इट इज इनटू 16 जदि मु करबी इनटू 16 है ताले केते आसी पाखा पाखी 50k फीट 50,000 फीट माने 16 किलोमीटर पाखा पाखी अप्रोक्स है 16 किलोमीटर अप्रोक्स एते ऊपर को जाईची अपर एटमॉस्फेरिक सर्कुलेशन नॉर्मली कौन करे अपर एटमॉस्फेरिक सर्कुलेशन मेनली रेस्पॉन्सिबल for for the movement of the upper air circulations. These are the nothing but the jet streams, high level atmospheric winds such as your jet streams and westerlies, right? Jet stream and westerlies, they are mainly responsible to drive away or blown away this your ashes plumes, okay, or the streams to the far east. माने 150 डिग्री लॉन्गिट्यूड माय गुडनेस से माने इतने जोर कवर करले इतने माने सच एन फार डिस्टेंस इट इज योर जेट स्ट्रीम एंड द वेस्टर्लीज दैट कैरिड as the ash clouds from Ethiopia across your Red Sea to Yemen, Oman. तुम देखियो तुम डायग्राम देखुछो रेड सी रु क्रॉस करके येमेन हला वन कंट्री its capital is Sanaa, then Oman, Muscat, then the further over the Arabian Sea towards the western and the northern India. Just look at the diagram here. This is right, this is northern India, and this is, if you see, this is Ethiopia, this is Yemen, right? This is Yemen, and this is your Oman, this is Saudi Arabia, and this is your India. Afghanistan and Iran, okay, they come to the Iran and Afghanistan, okay, they come to the your India. That is what such a vast distance they have covered, right? The volcanic ashes steams, plumes, and has reached up to 50,000 feet. जब हम देखिए 50,000 feet और 15 to 16 किलोमीटर इतने लंबा इतने दूर केमती से आसिले है जदि केतबेले तुम जानिया हबो तुम एटा मन रख ए जो अपर एयर सर्कुलेशन जो माने जेट स्ट्रीम और वेस्टर्लीज दे आर मेजरली रिस्पांसिबल फॉर ड्राइविंग आवर से को नबा पे इन द अपर एटमॉस्फेयर रीजन दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग जोटा तुम कहल अपर एटमॉस्फेयर रीजन राइट नेक्स्ट सब इंपोर्टेंट कथा हला किछि नो कैजुअलिटीज इसेटा जो समय हेइथिला राइट देयर इज नो कैजुअलिटीज एक्चुअली किछि कैजुअलिटी है देयर इज नो कैजुअलिटीज जस्ट सी पीपल आर जदी देखियो कि इज ना सच एज ह्यूज ओके ह्यूज एसेस लिखिबे ह्यूज एसेस ठीक है फ्रॉम वोल्केनो ओके फ्रॉम volcano Ethiopia volcano huge ashes they come from the Ethiopian volcano and people are just माने any जदि देखिबा कि एनी नियर बाय सेटलमेंट रे कोन से लोक नथिले ओके नो पीपल किछ भी लोक नथिले नियर बाय सेटलमेंट रे जदि देखिबा कि इट वाज नो देयर इज नो रिपोर्ट ऑफ कैजुअलिटीज मींस आई मीन योर नो फैटल पीपल आर जस्ट रनिंग हियर एंड देयर जस्ट गेट स्कैर्ड बट सेते किछि बिसे किछि माने एक्सीडेंट हे नथला माने फैटलिस्टिक एक्सीडेंट किछि एनकाउंटर कर हाइ नथला राइट सो एठी हमें देखिले कि no casualties have been reported in Ethiopia. The authorities of Yemen, Oman, कौन हेतलाई country? Authorities of Yemen, Oman urged the residents, particularly those with precipitory illness, to remain cautious. जो मानकर किछि problem थिला माने निश्वास नेबारे, okay, precipitory माने I mean respiratory illness, we can say respiratory illness. They are advised not to go outside and take care of their own, right? The countries, especially the Oman and Yemen, because Oman and Yemen are the very near to adjacent to the Ethiopia. It is हमें देखुचंदी they are very near to the adjacent to the Oman and Yemen. जदि हमें देखियो कि very adjacent to the Ethiopia. This is right. This is Ethiopia and Yemen हला इठी right. This is Yemen और Oman हला Oman हला पाखरे. This is Oman and this is your Yemen, right? These are the countries. These are the Oman and Yemen, right? So same thing जदि हमें देखिबा कि डस्ट सबुठु प्रभाव थाले पाखरे येमेन और ओमान दे आर द मोस्ट वल्नरेबल ऑफ दिस वन राइट सो साइंटिस्ट आल्सो से दैट द eruption जोटा है that is significant because of Haile Gubbi had no documented history. Haile Gubbi रो किछि सेमते documented history नथिला of activity. Haile Gubbi जदि हमें देखिबा कि पाखापाखि तमे भाबो कि 12,000 वर्ष परे इतने जोर रे फाटिला हैला इट वाज ब्लास्ट आफ्टर 12,000 years. That means if I say that जदि देखिबा कि टर्शियरी एपोक हैला वर्तमान चलछि क्वाटरनरी राइट क्वाटरनरी एपोक चलछि सो क्वाटरनरी एपोक रे जदि हम देखिबा कि क्वाटरनरी एपोक रे इटा आफ्टर ए लॉन्ग इट्स अ वेरी ह्यूज टाइम जदि जियोलॉजिकल टाइम्स के देखिबा इट्स सच अ लॉन्ग टाइम राइट हिस्ट्री एक्टिविटी द अफर रिफ्ट ऊपर हम कथा हबा माने आई विल सो डिस्कस करिबा अफर रिफ्ट where three tectonic plates meet basically right is among the world's most geologically active zones is most monitoring has focused nearby the volcanoes like Ereta Ali right एटी तमे डायग्राम गोटे देखो ठीक अछि African rift valley तमे जदि देखुचो actually this is your African rift valley right जोटा कि तमरो स्टार्ट हिची लेक मलावी पाखुर नेकी राइट लेक मलावी पाखुर नेकी टिल इफ यू सी टिल योर इजराइल पर्यंत जाइछि हाइली गुबी जदि देखिबो हाइली गुबी इज नियर दिस अफार रीजन अफार रिफ्ट दिस इज अफार रिफ्ट व्हिच इज लोकेटेड इन द अफ्रीका अला अफ्रीकन रिफ्ट वैली दिस इज रिफ्ट वैली टा गोटे एमटी जाइछि आ गोटे एपडू जाइछि दिस इज योर हाइली गुबी इज हियर हला हाइली गुबी एई जगह रे फाटितला हाइली गुबी राइट हाइली गुबी इज हियर this is the place volcanic blast you can say the volcanoes blast here this one highly gubi right this is the place but what is this Afar region jodi dekhibo it is basically jodi dekhibo it is an exactly jodi dekhiba it is an tri-junctions of what tri-junctions of jodi ame dekhiba ki gote pote achi Nubian plate आ गोटे पचे अछि अरेबियन प्लेट आ गोटे पटे अछि सोमालियन प्लेट ए माने दी जण जे माने डाइवर्सली से माने मूवमेंट करले हैला ता एटा को आसिया पूर्व टिके एटा सार दबा तो देखिबा कोन हैला एक्चुअली सो एक्सपर्ट्स बिलीव दैट लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड रिलीजेस योर जदी देखिबा रिलीजेस योर सिग्नल्स डीपर टेक्टोनिक मूवमेंट एट देयर में फॉर द चांसेस ऑफ इरप्शन जदी हम देखिबा कि large sulfur dioxides है sulfur dioxide बहुल मात्रा रे okay plenty of sulfur dioxides also the carbon dioxide is very common but sulfur dioxide and your methane okay carbon dioxide and your water vapor majorly se mane release honte in any type of volcano so sulfur dioxide is very much catastrophic and it is very jodi dekhibo tame ki it is very your if you go to the human health parameter and the for the other creatures it is highly dangerous हैला सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड सो रिसर्च माने कहउचंती कि ए जो प्लेट टेक्टोनिक रो किछि चेंजेस आसे प्लेट टेक्टोनिक रे ए जो प्रॉब्लम ता हैला अफ्रीकन रिफ्ट वैली अफ्रीकन प्लेट इज स्प्लिटिंग हैला जो हमें देखिचो बेसिकली कोन हमें जानले कि लार्ज सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड अफ्रीकन प्लेट इज स्प्लिटिंग स्टडीज एक्सपर्ट दैट फोकस ऑन द मैग्नेटिक शिफ्ट बीनीथ दिस रीजन किछि मैग्नेटिक शिफ्ट होची जानिबा वर्तमान कोन होची एक्चुअली एडिम कोन जानले कि African rift where the tectonic plates meet among the world most geologically very माने जदि हम देखिए geologically very sensitive area ला active zones let's know this one this is the ashes from the highly gubi I will come back to this picture ashes from the highly gubi is the see how it is looking dreaded इतने कोड़ा volcanic ashes right this is so एठी जदि हम देखिबा actually जदि हम देखिबा बर्तमान now come to the geological part geologically if we see Haile Gubbi, right? Haile Gubbi is located as the your tri-junction point. गोटे पार्ट रे अछि तमरो की एपटे नुबियन प्लेट दिस इज एटी जे देखो दिस इज योर नुबियन प्लेट इथियोपियन प्लेट रे एटाला नुबियन प्लेट एपटे हला तमरो सोमालियन प्लेट एपटे हला सोमालियन प्लेट और एपटे हला तमरो अरेबियन प्लेट जस्ट लुक एट हियर दिस इज एट द tri-junction ए पॉइंट तीनटा जंक प्लेट इफ आई से दिस नुबियन प्लेट it is moving this side epodu bi jauchi hala this Arabian plate it is also moving this side mane generally this is A this is B and this is C Somalian plate hala C to emane ye jauchi epodu mane all are moving se mane paraspara ulta direction re jauchon mane this is your highly gubbi this part okay jodi tame dekhucho highly gubbi is located kouti e jo achi Dankali depression that is called Dankali depression Dankali depression is located here out this is a transaction point ए जगह हैला नॉर्मली ए जगह रे कोन रहिछि कि ए जो प्लेट तीनटा प्लेट गोटे एपडु जाउछि गोटे एपडु जाउछि आ गोटे एपडु आछछि राइट जस्ट सी African rift valley is splitting in different directions हैला तमन जदि देखियो अफ्रीका रे रिफ्ट वैली ता अफ्रीका को चिरुछि दीपड साइड रे जस्ट लुक एट हियर Africa is splitting into two parts, one here, another equal. Mane Somalian plate is is getting away from the African main plate, which is the major concern for the geologists. And in the coming time, other major volcanoes or earthquakes is expected in this African Rift Valley region, right? And also Arabian plate is also. Jodi tame dekhibo Red Sea ta kemti form hoiche? Red Sea is formed when the Arabian plate is detached from the African plate, and the small gap or the narrow gap that create a narrow trough line created where the water accumulated, Red Sea is formed. So Red Sea form, right? That is what the story of this the African Rift Valley. It is splitting. Gote kon कहली Nubian plate, जदि हमें देखिबा Nubian plate and Arabian plate and the Somalian plate, they diverted or semane kon detached from the African plate. समस्त African main plate ru Arabian plate au Somalian plate अलगा हो. जदि particular देखिया Nubian plate au Somalian plate is detached, and that is the meeting point रे तार अछि के high level, right? This is the your complete map. It can't declare what exactly happens with the Ethiopia. The Haile Gubbi volcano is located at the African Rift Valley near the Dankali depression or Dankil depression short form we can say. Dankil depression Ethiopia रे गोटे Dankali depression अछि, सेइथि Haile Gubbi सेइ जगह अछि, and Dankali depression is known to be the hottest area on the earth, one of the hottest area, okay, on the earth. Hottest area on the earth. More about pakapaki average temperature 55 degrees centigrade roy. Pakapaki more than, sometimes it is more. Such a dry place, right? This Dankali depression in Ethiopia. This place is also the divergence of Arabian, Nubian and the Somalian plates. Each particular jaga re, a particular common point re kon hochi Arabian, Nubian and Somalian plate. They as well as the propagation of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden and the Ethiopian Rift. Hela, this is an propagation of seti kon hochu mu ebe bi outi purbo jota ame discuss kale ki Red Sea is an this is the fault line, the trough line that is created when the Arabian plate get detached from your this main African plate. That trough line is when water accumulates, your narrow Red Sea, okay, Red Sea has created. This is the Red Sea, this is your Red Sea, this part your Red Sea, Gulf of Aden this one, and this is the rift a part, right? So this is 1 or 2 days, it is millions of years this has created, but Bartaman it is accelerated since kahinki magma movement rapid heichi. That is what Nubian, Somalian and Arabian plate, they detach from each other or from the African rift, your mainland, जोटा कि Nubian plate कोच एटा ला major plate एटू detach हो चुकी है Somalian plate और Arabian plate, mainly Somalian plate. So कौन है back arrows show the direction of the velocity of the different. So इठी हमें जानले कि different ways रे समाने अलगा रहुचंदी तीनटा plate, right? ठीक अछि. So this is the total your story of जदि हमें देखिबा कि this total story of your Haile Gubbi volcano. Haile Gubbi volcano जदि हमें देखिबा, right? So now come to this one again. Haile Gubbi volcano विषय जदि मु कहबी Haile Gubbi volcano जदि देखिबो कि आकु कुहा होछि कि एटा sealed volcano type रो, माने I mean it was once upon a time, it is एटा को कुहा होतला, it declared as your geologist said it as your extinct volcano, okay? Before it मु कोन लिखली, before 23rd November, right, before 23rd November it was comes under extinct volcano category, extinct volcano category, right? But now it is active volcano, active volcano for a period of time. Jodi let's say 1 year पर पर्यंत किछि हेलानी हला, then it comes, or let's say after your there is some time period, okay, geologically जदि happen then it comes to the again dormant volcano, but extinct volcano रहलानी, right? 12,000 years पर ए जिंसडा it comes to this picture. And just see that the Haile Gubbi volcano, this how it the the kind of ashes comes out, right? So this is all about the Haile Gubbi volcano. Again, जदि कहबी कि our Odisha civils तरफरु जो भी जिनस बर्तन we have already started the GS batches, offline batches, also your geography optionals, है that's also started online and offline both. Online already it has started from last month, okay, and it's a very good response. Okay, people are those who are really inquisitive or having intellectual perspective to clear the exams, definitely, right? Again, once again, those who want to join, you can connect with me, right? Connect with me by my number, that is your 797-8090-972, right? It is my WhatsApp number and you can connect, right? This is my WhatsApp number, right? You can connect with me for further class listen. So test 3 is also going on, right? Test 3 is also going on, and since the mains declare ହେଇଯାଇଛି, right? Mains written exam has declared. Okay, any assistance, any further, you all can connect with me, right? So thank you so much. Again, every week we'll come with the different questions session hoji, different content hoji, semti we'll come with the new topics and which are relevant for your discussions, right? So again, thank you so much. Once again we'll meet. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you.